Hey, what's up guys? Today I will be doing a rant style video. It's a little bit different, so as you can see from the title below, I will be talking about the 10 most annoying things about university. And this could go for colleges and probably high schools as well, but for me personally, since I'm in university, I figured I'd talk about the things that annoy me in university. So here we go. The first one is it costs way too much to go to university. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but your bank accounts take a huge hit after high school. You have to, think about how much it's gonna cost, if you're gonna be able to afford it, are your parents gonna help you, how many jobs are you gonna have to work. It can be ridiculous. I feel like the world wants you to go to post-secondary education and get your, get smarter so you can get a better job. So why don't they make it a little more affordable for everyone to go? If they want us to go so badly, maybe let's make it affordable. Just saying. Second is how you're expected to decide your future, basically. High school ends and it's like, oh, what are you gonna do with your life? What job are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All these questions and you're like, I don't know, I just graduated, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes it just gets so annoying because you don't wanna think about the future, like that far into the future, I guess, because it's just too stressful. You just got out of high school. You feel like you should have some sort of freedom before you jump right back into, life. I don't know why I did this. Basically, you have to start thinking about life and how you're gonna have to have a job for the rest of your life in order to survive. I just find that just so frustrating. It's like, leave me alone. I will figure out my future when I figure it out. Thanks. The third one ties into deciding your future. It's picking your degree or your major. That can be the most annoying thing ever, because obviously you don't have to pick your degree or major in the first month of university, but you do have to go in with kind of an idea of what you want to do. It can be so annoying trying to figure out what you want to do, especially if you have no idea what you want to do. Now, it feels like the beginning of time, not the beginning of time, obviously, there wasn't universities at the beginning of time, but it just seems like people have this illusion of university. You're going to graduate high school and you're going to be free from your parents, you're gonna go off to university and you're just gonna, have a wild time there. It's just gonna be parties and laughter and fun times all year round. No, I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble. I am sure for some people, university is that to them, but usually they're gonna drop out or they're gonna fail. So you don't want to be those people. Real university consists of students frantically running around, trying not to be late for class, staying up super late to finish essays or projects that are due the next day, stressing out over tests, a lot of studying, a lot of time in the library, a lot of time drinking coffee. That is the life of a university student. Obviously, it's not, once in a while you will have some downtime to hang out with your friends or do something fun, but it's not a party every day. Not at all. It's just a lot of stressed out students all the time. All the time. The fifth one is boring profs, boring teachers. I'm sure everyone has had a boring prof or teacher and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You get a boring prof or teacher, it will either, if you're excited for the class, it will ruin your excitement because it will make you kind of hate the subject that you're learning about, or if you're already going into that class thinking, oh, I don't want to learn about this, they make it that much harder to learn about if you already don't want to learn about it. So when you get a boring prof and he's kind of like this, please open your books to page 51. I hope you all did your reading today because we're going to have a quiz later. Oh my goodness. So today we're going to talk about how the ancient Egyptians, here we go, thought that there was a certain god for every aspect of life. Didn't have my nap today. Could do that now. Now get ready, class. This part is really interesting. Make sure you're taking notes. Obviously, it was a little exaggerated with reading of prof reading from a textbook, but you get what I mean. Number 6. This one is one of the most annoying things that I find in university, and it is, brace yourselves, group projects. Group projects are the fun little thing that teachers and profs have invented to throw together a group of people who are all usually very, very different and all have very, very different work ethics, and they chuck them together and tell them to do a project together that you will all be graded on. And if one person in that group fails you, you're kind of all screwed. Group projects, never the funnest thing ever because it's hard to get together to do it. It's hard to come up with ideas. Some people want to be leaders, some people don't. Some people don't want to do anything. Some people don't care if they get a B, a C, a D, an F, or an A. It can be so frustrating to work with other people when you don't know their work ethic. Like I said, I could go on and on about group projects, but I won't. The 7th most annoying thing that I find in university is never seems like you ever have any spare time to do anything else. It's either school or work or school. To do well, you have to put in the effort, and sometimes that means studying or writing your essay instead of going out and having a good time. But you also have to remember you do have to make some time for fun, because if you don't, you're gonna go absolutely mental. Picking your courses. That can probably be one of the most frustrating things ever. You picked your degree and you're ready to go, you've got that all sorted out, but now comes picking your courses. Now obviously you're gonna have the required courses, but then there's gonna be, all of those extra courses that you have to take to get your degree. That can be so frustrating depending on the university or college that you go to. Reason number 1 being, sometimes they don't offer the course. Sometimes they offer the course, but only like every second year. Sometimes they offer a course and you're like, that looks boring as crap, and I do not want to take that. But there's nothing else to take, so you have to take that stupid boring course that you don't want to take. Oh my goodness, so frustrating. These last 2 things kind of go together. First one is when people ask dumb questions in class. Like you're sitting there and you're learning and the prof is talking and you're taking notes and whatever, and that one person puts up their hand. Ah, yes. Billy, was it? Did you have a question? Yeah, I just had this question with my algebra homework. I was just wondering if you could kind of explain to me why 2x plus y equals 3. Billy, this is Survey of English Literature, and I am an English prof. Do you have any questions that relate to what we're talking about right now? What have you been saying for the last hour? And so on. You get what I'm saying with that one. You always have that one kid who's not paying attention or doing something else or just asks the dumbest question, and you're sitting there like, wow, how did they even get into university? And number 10 relates, like I said, to the last one, and it is when you have about 5-10 minutes left of class and that 1 or 2 people put up their hand and decide to start a debate over what you've been talking about in class. They wait until the last few minutes of class to ask these questions. They can't do it before. They wait until the very end of the class. Then you've got these, it's usually 1, 2, or 3 people all arguing this point with the prof. We're all just sitting there like, yup. Yeah. I've got about 5 minutes left here. Hopefully they're done that debate soon. 5 minutes go by, you can hear people shuffling outside the door, waiting to come in, and you're just like, oh my gosh, when is this debate about Twilight gonna end? Yep, 10 minutes after class ended, still here. And then finally, you just decide you've had absolutely enough, and you get up and just walk out, and as you're walking out, you're asking yourself why you didn't just walk out in the first place. So that is the top 10 most annoying things that I find with university. You guys feel something similar towards university, or you have any other ones that you would like to share, leave them in the comments below. And please make sure, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, especially if you agree with some of the things I say. Thumbs up for that. And if you'd like to see more, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you for watching this video. It has been a slice. I will see all you fine people next time. Bye!